Hello everyone! Hello everybody, my name is Gavin, and today I'm going to be looking at some of my old avatars in Catalog Avatar Creator, and in Roblox, I guess, technically. Now some of you guys may remember that I actually have a different video on this channel that is a little bit old, that goes through the same thing, but again, that video is old and I don't like it. So, therefore, we're doing it again. Isn't that awesome? Part of why I also wanted to make this video is because there's been a lot of recent avatar updates that have really messed up some of my old avatars. So for archival sake, and also just so I can show you guys my cool avatars before shit hits the fan inevitably, I'm gonna show it right now. So that's gonna be pretty awesome. First of all, we got this Finding Dory outfit, and as you can see, it is very branded. Very Finding Dory core. Roblox used to have a lot of branded items, and the reason why it's free is because they're getting money, basically, for it. So a lot of these older avatars I used to make would be using these items, and whenever new ones came out, I just made a new avatar featuring it. We're gonna see a lot of that going on for now, including now. So this is the amazing Angry Birds movie avatar that I made with the items that were on at the time. This avatar item is kind of infamous now, but that's okay. I think it's funny that I just have these in my inventory. So there we go. Angry Bird. I'm bald. Next up, we got another Finding Dory outfit. This time featuring the octopus guy or whatever. I haven't watched the movie in like almost 10 years, so I don't know. This one is simply titled the BFG War outfit, which I don't entirely get because this is very clearly not themed after the BFG, but that's okay. This might be, oh Jesus Christ, this is pre UGC Scaly right here. Now next up is this Fruity Pebbles avatar, which I also did not decide to put hair on for some reason. There's like supposed to be like a spoon on this avatar, like, because they used to do a lot of branded gear as well, so there used to be a giant spoon. So
only a spoonful.
This one is called Pete's Dragon outfit. And as you can see, we got another instance of pre-UGC Scaly items. This one is about Disney Moana, which you can't really tell unless you see the very cool backpack that I have. But I think what really highlights this outfit for me is Disney Manona. This is a Skylanders outfit. This avatar is literally just the same, but with a different hat on. Awesome. I also happen to have two versions of the same avatar. Yeah, these two are literally just the exact same. Okay, so here was what I was mentioning earlier. I have a couple avatars that is literally just the same exact avatar, but in different colors. You're gonna see this right now. Gray stickbot, green stickbot.
I'm so green.
Yellow stickbot, red stickbot, and bluey plays. And this is from Egg Hunt 2017. Now, here's a little fun fact. I did not care about the egg hunts when they were a thing, basically, and I kind of regret that because those are pretty fun, not gonna lie. I only started like getting serious about the egg hunts when they were doing like the stupid dev hunts or whatever, and they were fun but also kind of repetitive, so there's that. Next up, I have the 2018 avatar, and it comes with this really sick sword that I think I got from like a Roblox toy code or whatever. And this face I think also came with that. I'm surprised it's still up for some reason. It's an old face, but I am intentionally not moving around with this sword because it gives a really awesome strobe effect that I think is potentially seizure causing. So that's always nice. I remember being really proud of this avatar when I originally made it, especially because I had this stupid face mask that came from a toy code and this egg thing from Egg Hunt. Same applies with this one. This was mainly from a bunch of codes, I think from their Instagram. But I remember wearing this one for quite some time. This is kind of where we're starting to reach points where I wear out like these avatars for a really long time instead of making a billion cajillion of the same thing. Now this is where it starts to get interesting because I think around this point is where I started getting Robux, because everything, shockingly, I made with pretty much everything from the free items, basically. So I think this is the last item, and I think there was an old t-shirt that was on the here that said, I think, swag or something, and I remember it looked funny, so I put it on. So yeah, this outfit is kind of ass. So yeah, as you can see, this was my very first outfit with Robux, and my shirt got taken down, but I think it was like a panda hoodie or something stupid like that. But yeah, this one got taken down pretty heavily. This one is a big yikes. I tried to kind of skimp out with the hair and the pants, and I think the back accessory is also free. So I think the headphones too are also free as well. But the only things I really paid for here are the shirt and the face and the outline, I think, here. Yeah. So yeah, this one kind of sucks. This one I remember wearing for a long time just because I thought it was really cute. So we have the little face mask here. This one I wore for a pretty long time. I think this is when I was really starting to like figure out what I wanted to wear and stuff. So it's not perfect, but I think this was like the very first avatar I was like truly like super proud of and wore for a long time. So we got like star pants here, which kind of got cut off. We have this really simple like I think it's like an argyle black design on the shirt. And then we got like a simple black beanie. It's mostly just black on black on black.
Of course. When did I become such a blackie? Don't say that. Wait, what do you mean? That doesn't sound good. That's like emo.
And people call me emo for this actually, which I don't really get. But, you know, today I think this avatar is just okay. It's not perfect, but I think it was really nice at the time. This avatar is called Taigi, and if you're wondering why it's called that, it's because this was roughly around the time when I was really like into making OCs and like little characters. And this is one of them that I made. It's a little jester. I could probably repurpose this in the future. I think it looks really cute. I just think it's just a little too simple now. If you're wondering why the skin tone is like that, it's because I found out if you put the Dizzy face on and have this like black skin color, you can have tiny little beady eyes. And I thought that was really cool, but I didn't really wear this one for a super long time. And I tried to repurpose that, but I just totally didn't really care for it all that much anymore. A big part of like my fashion sort of style at the time was like these symbols like stars and asterisks and crowns, and you could see that all over this avatar. But it's a nice avatar, a little too simple. This is a cool avatar. It was something I was really proud for a while. This was roughly my first avatar I made, like when I started going by Gabby online. And I think it's a really nice avatar. I fuck with the tank top and stuff. I mean, there's stuff I could repurpose here, but I think the face is a little ugly. I don't really like the hat or the hair for that matter. But the style of the hair I like. Just like the sort of cut on it. I don't like the white tips on it. But I do think there's something nice with this avatar. This one is another one that repurposes a lot of the stuff I had already bought, and it does not look very good. I don't really know what I was thinking for this one. I do like the hair and the hat, but otherwise, this is just kind of meh. A very meh avatar. This one is called Another Gabby, and I actually had different clothes on for this avatar. It was fully green, basically, but I kept on getting confused for being like someone like hyper-fixated on the army or whatever, and I really did not like that, so I very quickly changed up the clothes. I think this one looks nice. I like the entire like head, like the face accessories and stuff. I think it looks nice. The clothes are a bit too simple. They're kind of flat looking. They're not really textured at all. The bag clips into the body a little, but that's fine. It makes sense. But I think the headphones and the hat were just one item I bought. Here's a fun little fact about this one. You're gonna see that the quality of my avatars is going to increase at a pretty accelerant level, and that is because around the time when I roughly met someone you may know as Killdozer, he really made me lock in on my avatars, and he helped me kind of like He gave advice basically for what I should wear, and this is one of the first avatars I made, and he was like, oh wait, that's actually kind of fire. I think this is a pretty nice avatar, not gonna lie. I think the hair and the ears are a little messy, they collide with each other quite a lot. It is a really nice avatar. I fuck with the shirt, I fuck with the chains everywhere, I fuck with the butterfly pants. This is a really nice avatar. Next we have my wheat guy, and this one pretty much came accidentally because during this time I was playing catalog as just a way to like talk to my friends and like fuck around and make cool avatars. And this is one I made accidentally when I found this wheat t-shirt, and I kind of decided to theme my whole avatar around that. Here's a little tip: if you're looking to make some cool sort of retro themed avatars, look for cool t-shirts, because this t-shirt pretty much inspired this entire fit, and I really like this fit. It's a little bit old today, but it's something I still wear today because I really just like how it looks. It's a very I think it's very good with its theming. It doesn't really mess up anywhere. It's a very simple but it's nice avatar. This avatar is called Kitty, and yeah, I can't defend myself for this one. I like this avatar. I think I like the hair, I just don't really like how distant it is from my actual head. And the ears don't really blend in as well as I would like it to. I think it's a good avatar. I still wear it sometimes, but it is not something I would wear regularly, basically. This was like the first time I did matching avatars with anybody, so this was my part in my friend group's wizard sort of avatar theme. And I pretty much started it off with this blue wizard. I'm gonna see if I could find the rest of the wizard avatars, but this is where it started. I think it looks a little weird with how the eyes collide with the head, but considering the weird head shape here, I think it's fine. To be honest, I don't really wear this avatar as frequently as I would like to because it is so cute. I actually really love this avatar. It's very nice. It's a very minimalistic avatar too, but I think it works for this. This is usually not a style I go with my avatars, as I think you've seen by now. A couple things I would maybe change are perhaps the beanie and the hair, but otherwise I really like the combined glasses with the face, because I know the face had like closed eyes, like, as you can see here, but I think with the glasses it really adds like a nice touch to it. This one is called Grunge, and I don't wear it this much nowadays, but I actually had to replace the pants because the pants got taken down. Fun fact about this one, my friend called this avatar Period Blood, and I have not recovered since, and everybody in my friend group has called it Period Blood whenever I wear it. Fuck you! Oh shit, hi Killdozer. Killdozer appearance, Killdozer, awesome Killdozer. Fuck! This one is called Furry ? And as you could tell by the face, I'm pretty sure you know why it's called Furry ? It has no tail, it has no ears, but I do think it is very furry coated in the way it is just designed. I don't know if I fuck with the hair entirely, I think it clashes a little bit, but everything else I really like. I would probably add a tail to this one, but yeah. I remember being in a Rate Your Avatar server with Killdozer and another friend, and for some reason everybody, Killdozer and my other friend were being called furries, even though I had very clearly had the most furry coded avatar in the entire server. But I don't know why they didn't go for me specifically. I was quite possibly the lowest hanging fruit in the entire fucking server. This is quite possibly one of my favorite avatars I've ever made. I think it is a really nice avatar. This is another case where I found a really cool t-shirt and a really cool like shirt and pants design, and I just went with it. It is so cool. I love this. I realize now that when I sound super enthusiastic, it's so weird because I usually just don't have that tone in my voice, but it is so, I don't really fuck with the ears, but everything else is so cool. This is one of my favorite avatars I've ever made. Another one of my favorite avatars I've ever made is this rock star sort of design. I love the guitar, I love the clothes, I love the belt, I love the hair and the hat. It's very maximalist, but I think it works for this avatar because it's very, it's supposed to be a lot. I love the glasses, dude, they're very nice. I love I love like sort of thin cut like glasses. I don't know if that made sense, but like a lot of thin glasses I really like. Here's another avatar. This one is simply titled Purple, and it's yet another case where I found a really cool looking t-shirt, and so I wanted to find something to theme it around. This was roughly around the time where I was kind of starting to feel like a lot of my avatars were looking very samey. So I wanted to make something a little different. Purple hasn't really been a color I've explored yet, so with this avatar, that's what I wanted to do. I think this is also the first avatar I have in my inventory that is like my skin tone, because everything else is like pure white. Everything else is either white or just full-on white.
I'm turning white!
This is a bit more realistic to what I actually look like IRL without, you know, maybe all of the hair. Colored hair, I should say. The hat, I will say, is recycled from the avatar, but it looks okay. It just looks a little... It doesn't really fit as well, I think. I think if I changed the hat, it would be a really... And the glasses, too, maybe. It just looks alright. But I think otherwise, this is a really nice avatar. I don't really wear it super much. And this is the most recent avatar that I bought. It's called Kitty Cat. And at this point, I do not care what people have to say about me. I am going through with the furry shit. So, ears, tail, and all. This one came kind of accidentally. I was in a kind of catalog session of Killdozer, but I wanted to make like a low poly cat outfit because I saw the hair, I saw the face for it, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I went kind of like low poly for an avatar? And that's what I did, besides maybe the scarf, which has a bit more polygons, but that's alright, because I couldn't really find a good low poly pink scarf. So I like the pants design where it's like this I'm blank, the plaid pink. It's like a pink plaid design, but it's not textured, so it looks kind of flat. Next up, I'm going to go through all of my saved outfits, and as you can see, there are a bit. This is one of the very first, if not my very first avatar I made on Catalog Avatar Creator, and it's actually supposed to be a cosplay of Otakawa from Odd Taxi. Around this time, UTC wasn't really very good at the time. It was kind of just getting started, so I didn't really do very well. I couldn't do much with this one, really. Oh my god, there's been foreshadowing this entire time. Scaly avatar, scaly avatar. This one looks like ass. This looks just like pure, unadulterated ass. Unfortunately, I do have to bring up my very short Homestuck phase, because for a time, I read Homestuck, and I liked it. As you can see, I tried to do the beady face one again, and this one actually looks better. I like that little smile, except it's technically a mask, but you wouldn't really tell because of how dark the skin tone is. I think it looks alright. It's not terrible, but it's not good necessarily. Here's the same thing, but with a different shirt. This one low-key kind of gives me like Break-Ins vibes. I don't know if you guys see it the same way I do, but just the hair, the clothing on it, it just gives me Break-Ins vibes, you know? Like, I fuck with the brown on this one, I'm not even gonna lie. And this one, I just gave up. Same with this one, I don't really know what I was doing with this one. This one kind of reminds me of John Lennon. The signs were all there. I don't remember why I put the Scottish flag on there. This was an avatar I made for JC Figgy, actually. I remember he didn't like it, and now I see why. What the fuck was I doing for this one? This is another cosplay, except this one is Candyman from Lethal League Blaze. This one is, I think, one of the last cosplays I ever did. I don't like the term retro slop. I think it's kind of degrading of specific avatar styles. And I think some of the avatars that people call retro slop, I think look good. That being said, this is retro slop. This is actual ass. This one, I think I went for the same style as like the Gabby avatar, and I think it looks nice to an extent. I think if I repurpose this one, it could go somewhere. But I think this one is kind of giving off Tumblr emoji vibes. I love the shirt on this one. I love the pants. It's an alright avatar.
If it wasn't so fucking yellow, it would look better.
I'm not entirely sure what I was trying to do with this one, but at least the hair and the face look nice. I'm also not entirely sure what I was trying to do for this one. I think I was just trying to make an orange avatar. And you will see, I will make better orange avatars. I don't know why I went for the realistic clothing on this one. I think I had a different version of this one with Frutiger Arrow clothing on. I see what I was trying to do for this one. This one is pretty heavily inspired by Alina Fortune, and more specifically their bunny beanies, which I thought looked really cool, so I wanted to try to make the eyes and put some cat stickers on it. It looks okay. It just looks okay. This is another one. It is low-key giving off like 2 Hollis White Tiger vibes, even though I've only listened to one song off of that album. But it's just giving that vibe. This one, I wanted to make an avatar based on like ASCII characters. I really love the cat pin. I think the cat pin looks really nice, but the clothing and everything else could go away. I'm so retro. This is what I was talking about when I could make better orange avatars. I was really inspired by like Fruity Gear Metro during this time, so I wanted to make a cool looking avatar for that, and yeah, I think the hair is a little clunky, but I also can't imagine the avatar looking different from this. So overall, I think it's an alright avatar. I like the accessories around the avatar itself, like the little stuff around it. Looks very nice. This was an avatar I was making to like match with my friends, and I think it looks good. It's not my usual style of avatars, but it looks nice. I remember liking the horns on the Fruity Gear Arrow guy here, but otherwise this is just okay. I like the shirt. It's just there's like cool stuff here, but except these things together don't fit. And here's when I finally decided to go full baby Einstein. Not usually my sort of avatar, but I do like the design of it. I think it looks nice. I don't like the bright yellow here, but this is the repurpose of an older avatar, and when I showed it to Killdozer, he said it looked gay. So naturally, that's what this avatar is called. I remember I loved the shirt for this one, but for some reason, it looked like that on the back, and it just looked ugly. I love this design though. It is so cool, and it fits the avatar so well. And this avatar kind of gives off, like, I don't want to say Normalville, but it kind of gives off Normalville vibes, if anyone's read that. I think it's a nice avatar. I like the face, I like the hair, I like the glasses. I like the hat, even. I just don't like the rest of the clothing. I don't like the clothing. This is a wizard avatar that I made for my friend so that we could match. I think it looks really nice, and that is the extent of what I'll say about this one. This one is kind of a mess. I see where I was going for this one, but it just didn't work out. Here, this is what I was talking about with the Fruity Gear Arrow stuff. This looked better with the Fruity Gear Arrow stuff. This was the original version of my innovation avatar. It had a little crown on it, which looks nice, but I don't think it fits very well. This one also gives me heavy, like, 2 Hollis vibes. I do like the shirt. I think the shirt looks really cool. I don't know why I don't like this as much. Maybe it's the pants, how it doesn't really match very well. I love everything else about this. It is a cool avatar. It just needs to look a little different, I think. This one is also just okay. It's a little uninspired. This one I was really inspired because Killdozer does some like medieval themed avatars, and I thought that looked really cool, so I wanted to make one. And I saw FKA Twigs rocking a skullet, and I thought it looked really cool, so I wanted to put one on for this avatar. And there is only one skullet on Roblox. This is a fairly recent one. I made another Fruity Gear Arrow one. I love the click to be apologized, click to be saved. I could repurpose that. I think I'm a little tired of Fruity Gear Arrow, to be honest. I think this one, it's a nice aesthetic, don't get me wrong, but I think there's just too much of it now, where it's just like, okay, this is just getting out of hand. That is it. That is all my avatars. Holy shit, that went for way too long. That's about all for now, so until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.